You know what? I'm absolutely furious right now, and if you're not equally enraged after what went down on Raw, then you clearly weren't paying attention. Stephanie Vaquer just committed one of the most disrespectful acts in WWE history, and the wrestling world is pretending like this is some kind of romantic storyline? Are you kidding me right now? Let me paint you a picture of what happened on the 3rd of November 2025, a date that will forever be remembered as one of the most controversial moments in Monday Night Raw history. Stephanie Vaquer, the woman who's been running around WWE like she owns the place for the past few months, didn't just attack Nikki Bella. Oh no, that would have been too simple. She attacked her, brutalized her in front of millions of fans, and then had the audacity to kiss her while she was lying there defenseless. And before anyone tries to defend this garbage, let me ask you something: if this was a male superstar doing this to a female wrestler, would we be calling it entertainment? Would we be sitting here analyzing it like it's some groundbreaking moment? Or would we be calling for that person's immediate suspension? Drop your honest answer in the comments because I need to know if I'm the only one who sees how messed up this is. Now, let's break down exactly what happened on Raw, and why this might be the most calculated character assassination we've seen in years. Stephanie Vaquer has been on an absolute tear since joining WWE. The woman is talented, nobody's denying that. Her work in Stardom and CMLL speaks for itself. She can go in that ring. But talent doesn't give you the right to cross lines that should never be crossed. The segment started innocently enough. Nikki Bella was cutting a promo about her return to WWE, talking about how much the company means to her, how she wants to inspire the next generation of female superstars. Classic Nikki stuff, passionate, genuine, connecting with the audience. You could feel the emotion in her voice as she talked about everything she sacrificed for this business. The Bella army was eating it up, chanting her name, and then, bam, out of nowhere, Stephanie Vaquer's music hits. She walks down that ramp with this smirk on her face, you know the one, like she knows something nobody else does. The crowd's confused. Why is she interrupting? What's her issue with Nikki? These two haven't had any previous beef, no storyline connection, nothing. But Vaquer gets in that ring, and you can see it in her eyes. This wasn't about competition. This wasn't about proving she's better. This was personal, and we were about to find out why. Vaquer gets right in Nikki's face and starts running her mouth. She's talking about how the Bellas are overrated, how they only got opportunities because of their looks, how they held back real wrestlers from getting their shine. Now, we've heard these criticisms before, it's nothing new. But here's where it gets interesting: Nikki doesn't back down. She fires right back, defending her legacy, defending Brie, defending everything they accomplished. The verbal exchange is getting heated, and you can feel the tension building. And here's a question for you veterans out there: do you think the criticism of the Bella twins' in-ring work was ever fair, or was it just internet trolls being hateful? Comment below because this debate has been going on for over a decade. Then, without warning, Stephanie Vaquer strikes. A vicious forearm to Nikki's face that echoes through the arena. Nikki stumbles back, and before she can even process what's happening, Vaquer is on her like a woman possessed. We're talking stiff strikes, knees to the midsection, a DDT that plants Nikki right in the center of the ring. The crowd is in shock, the commentary team is screaming. And Vaquer? She's just getting started. She pulls Nikki up, hits her with a snap suplex, then another one, and another one. It's like she's trying to break her in half. The referees are trying to get down to the ring to stop this, but Vaquer keeps fighting them off. She whips Nikki into the corner and follows up with a running knee that catches Nikki right in the jaw. Nikki crumples to the mat, and you can see she's barely conscious at this point. Any normal person would stop there, right? You've made your point. You've shown dominance. You've sent your message. But not Stephanie Vaquer. Oh no, she had something else in mind, something that nobody saw coming and something that has the entire wrestling community divided right down the middle. Vaquer stands over Nikki's fallen body, soaking in the mixed reaction from the crowd. Some people are booing, some people are confused, and some people are actually cheering because they have no idea what's about to happen. She bends down, grabs Nikki by the face, forcing her to look up at her, and then, she kisses her. Right there on live television, in front of millions of viewers, Stephanie Vaquer kisses an unconscious Nikki Bella. The arena erupts, and I don't mean in a good way. The boos are deafening. The commentary team goes silent. You could hear a pin drop at the announce table because nobody knows what to say. Michael Cole is stammering, trying to process what just happened. Corey Graves is calling it crossing the line. And Pat McAfee, he's literally speechless for maybe the first time in his commentary career. Let me ask you this, was this kiss an act of aggression, a power move, or something else entirely? And does the intent even matter when one person is unable to consent? Sound off in the comments because this is the conversation WWE doesn't want us to have. But here's where it gets even more twisted. After the kiss, Vaquer stands up, raises her arms like she just won the championship, and walks out of the ring with zero remorse. She doesn't look back. She doesn't show any emotion other than satisfaction. She just leaves Nikki lying there while medical personnel rush to check on her. The image of Nikki Bella, one of the most iconic women in WWE history, being stretched out while replays of that kiss loop on the screen, that's going to be burned into our memories forever. Now, let's talk about what this means for both women's careers and WWE as a whole. Because this isn't just about one moment, this is about precedent. This is about boundaries. This is about what we're willing to accept in the name of entertainment. For Stephanie Vaquer, this could either make her the most hated heel in the women's division or completely derail her momentum if WWE doesn't handle this correctly. The risk they are taking here is massive. They are gambling with a storyline that involves consent issues, which is incredibly dangerous territory in today's social climate. Sure, shock value gets views, and boy, are the views rolling in, but at what cost? And what about Nikki Bella? She came back to WWE to add to her legacy, to show the world she still got it, to inspire that next generation she was talking about. Instead, she's now the victim in one of the most controversial angles in recent memory. How does she come back from this? Does she seek revenge? Does she press charges? Does WWE turn this into a blood feud that main events pay-per-views? Here's another question for the comment section. Should WWE have boundaries when it comes to storylines, or is everything fair game if it draws ratings? Really want to hear your thoughts on this one. The social media fallout has been insane. Twitter is on fire. Instagram is flooded with reactions. TikTok is full of hot takes. Wrestling journalists are scrambling to get statements from WWE, from Nikki's camp, from anyone who can provide context to what we just witnessed. Some people are defending it as edgy storytelling. Others are calling for Vaquer to be suspended or even fired. The wrestling community hasn't been this divided since last month's controversy, because WWE can't help themselves. But here's what really grinds my gears: WWE knew exactly what they were doing. This wasn't some spontaneous moment. This was planned, produced, and approved by multiple levels of management. They knew it would be controversial. They knew it would get people talking. They knew it would trend on social media. And they did it anyway because in their minds, controversy equals money. And you know what the worst part is? It's working. We're all talking about it. I'm making this video. You're watching this video. The clips are going viral. Raw's viewership numbers are probably through the roof. WWE is sitting back, counting their money, while we debate whether they've gone too far. They've weaponized our outrage, and we're feeding right into it. So where do we go from here? Does Nikki Bella return next week and destroy Stephanie Vaquer? Do we get some half-baked explanation that tries to justify what happened? Does WWE pretend like this is just another chapter in women's wrestling evolution when it's clearly something far more problematic? One thing's for certain, the 3rd of November 2025 will go down as one of the most talked about episodes of Monday Night Raw in history. Whether that's for the right reasons or the wrong reasons, that's for you to decide. Drop your thoughts in the comments.